This is the Renault Rafale E-Tech Hybrid, a car that I've been driving for the past 7 days. And do you know what? In the past 7 days that I've had this car, there's quite a few things that I've discovered that I really quite like. Now, this is a family car designed for families and to be used by families. And do you know what I really like about this car? Is the fact that clearly some people, a team of clever engineers and designers, have thought about it a lot. There's a lot of things about this car that are really quite clever. And in this video, I'm going to show you a few of the things that jump out to me that I really quite like. Now, this is, as I mentioned, a hybrid. It's a petrol engine hybrid. So under the bonnet here, we've got a little 1.2 litre petrol engine, and that's paired up with a 1.7 kilowatt hour battery. Now, in terms of power, that means that overall it's pushing out just over 200 brake horsepower, which is absolutely fine for an everyday use family car. But the really clever bit is, despite the fact that it is a little petrol engine, once the petrol engine, or the tank I should say, is full of petrol and your battery's full, this car will achieve almost 700 miles without needing to go to a petrol station. And I think that's pretty impressive. Now, let me talk you through some of the things that I really like about this car from the design point of view. Now, beyond the obvious, the fact that this is a satin paintwork, and that is an optional extra for this particular car, there are lots of other little styling cues that I really quite like. This is the Esprit Alpine edition, which means you get a couple of extra little nods towards Renault's Alpine motorsport heritage. Things like lots of nice bits of Alpine blue in the grille, but look past the Alpine blue and you'll see that the grille is full of little Renault logos. And we like the new Renault logo, don't we? I think everybody likes the new Renault logo. It's also got a nice little bit of design in the headlights. These lovely LED matrix headlights are great, but if you have a look from the top down, you'll see lots more little Renault logos in there as well, which is quite nice. Come and have a look at the back. And as we make our way to the back, we can take in this quite staggering design. And I do actually think this is a really quite a good looking car for a family car. It's not designed to be the most exciting thing in the world, but yet from a design point of view, I actually think it looks quite smart. Good angles. Exciting design continues at the rear with more cool lights. I genuinely think those look fantastic. Again, the angular design of the body looks really good from this angle as well. And when we jump into the car, things get even better, both from a design point of view and from some clever convenience things. So let's hop in the front first. Oh, there we go. Now, this is a really smart interior, and it's full of really clever things because the Rafale is designed to be a family car. And you can tell it's been designed by people that have probably got families. So there are lots of things in here that have been very well thought out. Things like, for example, the typical sunglasses holder, where you put your sunglasses in the top, is also doubled up as a clever little bowed mirror. So you can keep an eye on little children in the back seat. We've also got things like a wireless phone holder on here and some cup holders, but because it's a family car, there's loads and loads of storage. So you've got storage cabins here, you've got a storage cabin here, you've got an enormous glove box here, you've got enormous door pockets as well. And in the back, we've not lost anything in terms of space. I'll show you by jumping in the back. I'm 6'1". This car is currently in my driving position. Now, have a look at how much legroom I've got when I hop into the back. Loads. Look at that for space, both headroom and legroom. And this is where the clever stuff continues, because if I grab my mobile telephone, now imagine I am, I don't know, a child or a teenager, and I'm sat in the back of this car for a long drive and I'm bored and I want to watch things on my phone. Do I want to hold my phone? Do I want to try and balance my phone somewhere? No. What I want to do is open up my center armrest, and then I can simply either slot my phone in like that and watch YouTube videos in landscape form, or even pop it in like that and swipe through TikToks and things because I'm a cool teenager. Somebody's thought about that, and it's good. So space back here is good to very, very comfortably fit 3 fairly large children, or a couple of adults and a child in the middle. You've got charging ports. Nice. I haven't yet told you about a very cool feature up here either, the sunroof. This might look like an ordinary bit of frosted glass, but it's not. This is called a solar bay panoramic sunroof. And if I click the button back here, as if I were opening any other sunroof, you will notice that what is currently frosted becomes clear. How cool is that? So you can drive along, let a bit more light in, or if things get a bit too bright, you can just tap it forward, and segment by segment, it becomes frosted again. I like that a lot. Now, something else that Renault have thought about is their infotainment system. So have a look at this. Now, Renault have realised that almost nobody wants an inbuilt navigation system in a car. And what I mean by that is a Renault navigation system. So what they've done is they've scrapped it, and instead they've installed Google Maps. In fact, their entire software system is Google Maps and a Google system with Google Assistant. So if I can hit this button here, for example, whilst driving along, I can say, play the Driven podcast.
Okay, I can play that on Spotify or YouTube Music.
Cool.
Which one do you want to use?
Well, neither at the moment. But you can do clever things like that. You can also control climate settings in here with the assistant. You can open windows. You can do all sorts of wonderful things. And of course, we've got loads of luxuries like heated seats, heated steering wheel. And if I push the little button on the side here, I can even get myself a little massage. It's not the best massaging system I've experienced, but it's better than no massage system, right? Nice thing. It's also practical in the back as well, because the boot is big enough to fit a 6'1" motoring journalist in it. And there's loads of storage underneath as well. Practical. So there we have it, the Renault Rafale E-Tech Hybrid. Cool thing. I've enjoyed driving this, and you can see a full written review on this car right now at the Driven website. The website address, driven.site. And you can see my review. Cool thing. Thanks, Renault.